Up, up and away. That seems to be the way the airline industry is headed. The International Air Transport Association announced last month that global passenger traffic for August grew 6.4% compared to August 2009. But it's not clear skies ahead. On October 1st, budget airline Tiger Airways cancelled more than 40 flights due to technical faults with its aircraft. Stranded passengers were furious. This wasn't the only incident. Over the past few years, there have been numerous reports on Tiger Airways' repeat flight cancellations, raising questions about the reliability of low-cost carriers. In this week's Point Blank, we explore the issues concerning travelers today, from the rise of budget airlines to future aviation technology. Budget airlines first came to Singapore in 2003 and has since become a popular choice for price-conscious travelers. Currently, there are 10 budget airlines operating out of Changi Airport, with 2 more, Philippines Airfield Express and Malaysia's Berjaya Air, starting operations in March.
What's happening is what I'd call the AirAsia X phenomenon. You're now starting to see long-haul, low-cost carriers in the marketplace, which is pretty exciting in itself. So that's changing things again. I mean, AirAsia X now has 9 aircraft flying around to destinations from Japan to Europe to Australia, and that is really one of the largest growth areas at the moment, I think, that will be coming up. As low-cost carriers become larger, you're talking about AirAsias and the Virgin Blues and the Jetsstars and everything. They're actually competing for business travellers now too, because they're operating on routes a couple of times a day. As you're a business traveller, you want flexibility, you want to be able to go when you want to be able to go. So they're now competing head-on with our legacy or full-service carriers.
If you book on the website of a low-cost carrier, the earlier you book, the better price you get. Or the more frequent you visit the website, the better deals you will get. Last minute or early birds. So these are all the options I think mainstream airlines will need to learn from them, and they are on the right track. They're trying very hard, to get the passengers back to the mainstream carriers.
While budget airlines may entice passengers with their low prices and special deals, they often exemplify the saying that you get what you pay for.
Price points come down, but also service comes down, because you're not getting everything inclusive into your ticket, and that's what you're starting to see is they're adopting things like charging for seat selection. A couple of years back, you never were charged on a full service carrier to select your seat.
I don't think it's entirely true that low-cost carriers are always cheaper. So if you book and plan your trip well in advance, you can get just as lucrative fares as what you would expect on a low-cost carrier.
With increasing competition in the aviation industry, traditional airlines are doing more to win their customers back.
You look at Jetstar Qantas, where Qantas maintains a premium product, and there is a marketplace for that, but it's not the whole marketplace. And then they have Jetstar, which is their no-frills arm, which is obviously absorbing the rest. So they have a frills airline and they have a no-frills airline, so they've cornered both ends of the market. You're seeing a mixture of strategies. I think you're seeing full-service carriers coming down towards low-cost carriers and actually starting to charge for services that were previously free or inclusive of the ticket.
The low-cost carriers, you have to purchase a lot of things. When you make a seat reservation, you need the specific seat, you have to pay. If you want to check in luggages, you have to pay. If you want to sit next to each other, you have to pay as well for meal, for drinks. But the traditional airlines, they did not want to be left behind. So now they work with, car rental companies, insurance companies, and companies like us. Help them, do the hotel online booking, give them hotel content to get more revenues from the other side.
Low price versus good service, which is more important? Singaporeans share their views in the next clip.